Southern States of 40k with battle report number 2. So we actually just got back from Battle for Stones River
yesterday,
early this morning, and so we thought we'd just kind of piddle around and have a little bit of fun. So we're playing 1,250 points. We have no idea what mission we're playing yet, but I'm actually playing Justin's guard, and he is going to be playing his Space Marine bikes, 1250. So run through my list real quick. I've got 4 veteran squads, 3 of them with Meltas, 1 of them with Plasma. I've got a Lord Commissar with a Power Fist and Carapace armor. All the vets are going in some Chimeras with heavy flamers on the front. And then I've got a Manicore, a Demolisher, and a Vendetta. Justin, what are we playing with over here?
I'm running a Bike Captain with Artificer Armor, Thunderhammer, and Storm Shield. He's with a Bike Squad that has, Bike Command Squad that is. It has 2 guys with Storm Shields, 2 guys with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields, and the Apothecary. For my troops, I have 2 units of 5 bikes with a multi-melta attack bike. They both have 2 plasma guns each. Fast attack, I have a Storm Talon gunship, twin-linked lace cannons, and twin-linked assault cannons. They just got 10 points cheaper with the new Skies of Blood and Codex updates. So I actually had to download the digital codex to get the full update on it. And my heavy is a Thunderfire cannon with the Tech Marine.
Alright.
So, and I also have a spare multi-melta attack bike by itself.
Okay, and we will probably go ahead and get deployment, and we'll see you at the bottom of board setup and deployment. Alright, so this is after deployment. We ended up with Vanguard Strike and the Scouring. So to kind of give you all a walk down, I set up first. So I've got all 4 of my Chimeras and my Demolisher up front with the Manicore in the back. I got my Vendetta outflanking in reserve. And also I forgot I have Marbo. So Marbo will be coming in. That's the extra 65 points that I couldn't remember I put in the army. Justin pretty much set up, he's going second. So he set up to try to minimize overall strength 10 damage. And the way that the objectives ended up, they ended up 7 and 7 just about. So we had 1, 4, and 3, and then 3, 3,
2, 3, 2.
Or excuse me, 2 in the middle, and then a 3, and then a 3 back here in this.
2.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, I can't do math. That's okay. For my Warlord trait, I ended up with Ignoring and Stealth in Ruins. So that's pretty awesome. Justin, what was your Warlord trait?
You get your reroll past or failed reserves.
So, we are on. You going to try and seize?
No.
Alright, so we'll see you at the bottom of turn. Top of 1, I pretty much slid everything back by deploying in terrain because I'm awesome. I ended up immobilizing my Lord Commissar's rig. So,
newbie mistake.
Yeah. And I moved the Demolisher up, shot. Pretty much everything went useless. Manicore did take out, what, 1 bike?
1 bike. We thought he killed the other one, but it was my commander.
He made it 2 up.
Save.
So, on to 2. Bottom of 1. Alright, Justin, what happened?
Bottom of 1. I moved some bikes up and flattened them out. I jumped the attack bike over some forests. Apparently stubbed my toe and caught in a bush or something. So he failed his difficult terrain, lost a wound. Took a shot into the side armor of the Demolisher, got a glance on a 5. Thunderfire hit the Demolisher with the trimmer round, so he now acts as if he's in difficult terrain.
Yep.
Hopefully maybe immobilize him and knock another whole point off. And that's it, just a lot more movement.
Yep.
So we're looking at turn 2 to see if our flyers come in.
Yep, so turn 2, I'll go ahead and roll mine, see if my Vendetta comes in. No, and Marbo. Marbo does.
I forgot about Marble.
Bottom of, or top of 2.
Oh no.
Your fate is sealed
Don't
now.
leave me.
Top of 2. Marbo dropped in. Basically, I spent my entire shooting phase shooting at that squad, and I killed how many? 2. So yeah, that wasn't so great. I had some really bad scatter rolls. Manicore placed it right here in the middle, and it scattered 7 inches in backwards, which is pretty much the only direction it could go without hitting any of this stuff. So with only 1 shot. So now they passed their leadership check. So now we're seeing. Go ahead and roll your Storm Talon.
But we did learn that the Lumbering Behemoth rule was switched over for the guard to just the heavy vehicle rule.
Yep.
Which is they can't move faster than combat speed. They cannot go flat out. But they always count as being stationary for purposes of shooting. So I think sponsons are back.
I think so, definitely.
But anyways, see if my Storm Talon comes in.
Yeah.
Jake wants the Storm Talon to come
Definitely.
in. And it doesn't.
Re-roll it. Re-roll.
I get the reroll from my Warlord trait, and I'm not taking it.
Ah. All right, so Bike's turn 2. Or, yeah. Bottom of 2, Justin, what happened?
All right, Command Squad moved up. I'm right outside 18 inches. So with your 6-inch move and 12-inch full ballistic skill, you can't get to me. You have to snap fire to take some shots here. These bikes then turned and shot Marbo, killed him, even though I had cover from a squad that was previously here. Single melt-a-gun, missed. Single melt-a-gun here, missed. Melt-a-gun and plasmas on the side, hit. I think I did a stun.
Yeah, you stunned it.
The plasmas didn't
do anything.
And one of them overheated and killed himself. We then charged in with crack grenades and got 1-5 against that armor 11 for another glance.
Hold her out.
And that's 3 whole points gone.
Yep. So I guess let's see if Vendetta comes in, right?
Yep.
It does. On to the top of 3.
It's top of turn 3, and the guardsmen are coming back. That actually just means that I had a halfway decent turn.
Vendetta came on and put a wound on the Thunderfire cannon. I ended up moving up, got a little tricksy, got out of my Chimera, and got extra movement.
Pulled a fast one on me.
Between the Meltas and some Chimeras shooting scatter lasers, we killed that squad of Space Marines. I shot my Mana Core here, and ended up first, it flipped and killed one of my guys over here. Because he did such a good job, we decided that he could just get dead. And then it scattered back and took out the Melt-A-Gun, the Multi-Melta. So, I think that's where we sit at the top of turn 3.
Storm Talon.
Storm Talon.
Reroll with my Warlord trait.
He's in.
Going down.
Alright, bottom of turn 3.
Bottom of 3. Justin, what have we got?
Command Squad came forward. Failed an 8-inch charge on this Chimera. Before that, the Storm Talon came on, tried to blow the Chimera up, didn't work. I knocked
Put 2 hull points
2
on
hull
it,
points
though,
off.
and knocked off the Heavy Flamer.
Yep. Small 3-man bike squad came here, wrecked this Chimera with glances. I had some pins, but didn't blow it up. These guys got out the back. The squad then charged in, survived the Overwatch. Lost 2 in close combat, 1 from a precision shot sergeant,
Yeah!
and 1 from a power fist on the commissar. Still 1 combat though, by 1, and now we're stuck in.
Thunderfire cannon.
Well, first this attack
Okay.
bike fired into a Chimera, blew it up, wounded all 10 inside.
Mm-hmm.
6 died, so I got 3 plasmas and a sergeant out. Thunderfire cannon hit him with ignores cover, strength 5 AP6, and he failed 7 saves or whatever and died.
Yep.
I think that's where we're at. Basically, the bikes are going for broke. I think I have first blood, so
Yeah.
if I can clear out his troops, then I might have a chance. This is my remaining troop, so I can't score anymore. Except for my Storm Talon.
Storm Talon scoring, so. Alright, so we're on to top of 4.
Alright, top of 4. And it was a pretty good turn for the guard, to say the least. I had
me in the rule book. Looking at my options now.
So our big discussion at the top of turn 4 was what to do with the Vendetta. And Justin had suggested that I fly it off the board and let it come on turn 5 because it is, it's a scoring unit, and so I could zoom it across and hopefully sit on an objective and survive. But my fear was that little Storm Talon could go through and shoot up troops, shoot up my flyers, knock me off an objective. So I decided to hover it, turn it around, and shoot the Storm Raven.
Twin-linked.
Twin-linked, needed 6s. Rolled 3 6s.
Straight from the devil.
Straight from the devil. So I ended up knocking it out of the sky. Over here, I was able to kill that attack bike. My Mana Core finally hit on the command squad.
8 wounds.
Did 8 wounds. Only caused 1. But it was enough. They rolled boxcars and were about a half-inch away from running off of the board.
Rolled a 10, and I'm 11 inches away from the board.
So almost had it just as good as we could get it, but we'll take that. So he did end up, when the flyer went down, it hulled out my Chimera, so the little guys had to get out.
Kamikaze style.
Yeah. I did kill one with melted guns, though, didn't I?
What?
From them shooting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah. So I ended up killing 2 bikes that turn. So the guys over here finally completed combat, and I think we are on the bottom of turn 4. So Justin has 2 units left, and we'll see what he can do with them. Bottom of 4. Justin, run us through it.
Bottom of 4. Regrouped. Got a 3-inch move. Broke the captain off. Splattered a melted gun with some shooting.
Yep.
Charged in. Accepted the challenge from the sergeant. Smashed him away. We're locked in combat. Over here, move the Thunderfire cannon up to get position on this 4-point objective. Use the plasma pistol and bolt gun from the Tech Marine to knock a whole point off the Vendetta. Shot here, knocked a whole point off, but it was saved. And we charged in and caused 1 more whole point in close combat. So 2 whole points off the Vendetta. He's probably going to fly away. I'll never get a chance to kill this thing again for the rest of the game.
So that puts me top of turn 5?
Yep, top of 5. See if it's not fighting.
Top of 5, guard. Basically, there's a lot of shuffling around for me. I moved my mana core over here and turboed it. I was able to move my lone Chimera backwards, loaded up my Commissar and his squad in it. These guys marched on over into the cover. Other than that, we had this. As I flew my Vendetta to where now, if it ends on turn 5, I'm on the 4-point objective. During combat, I didn't do anything to the bike commander. He splatted 2 of my guys. We ran. We died. He consolidated. So now we're going into the bottom of 5.
Bottom of turn 5. Thunderfire cannon. Lined up some shots at the Chimera. Put 1 whole point off on it. Has 1 left.
Stunned it.
And it's stunned. Both the remaining members of the bike command squad and the commander fired into the flying Vendetta and got a hit but couldn't get a glance on it to wreck it. So right now, if the game ends, guard win, what do we got, 7? 7-2. And here's the roll to see if the game ends.
Does.
Dang it. So that's it. 7-2.
Beat with your own army. How does it feel?
I don't talk about it. I'm not posting this report.
That's what it's funny, we've been playing so many 1863 and 2000 points. 2000 or 1999 is kind of our regular point limit. But it's kind of fun to scale it back down and play, like we did 1250, because the littlest things can sway the whole game. If you're making or breaking that leadership check, blowing up that one vehicle, one guy does some heroic action, and in a big game, oh, that's great, that may have helped me. But in a small game, like say the Vendetta when it took out the Storm Talon.
Yep, that was pretty big.
Huge.
That was pretty big.
Big swings. I don't know. I enjoyed playing the guard. It's probably been, it's probably been 3 or 4 years since I played guard. So, what does that say about my generalship?
They were my models, so they've been through quite a bit.
Yeah.
Pretty well trained.
It was interesting, especially after playing Chaos for the past couple months. I just wanted to stay back, shoot, mobility, movement. It was more about mitigating than it was, killing. I don't know. What do you think, Justin?
Well, from the bike side, I still enjoy the bikes. They always come down to just a handful of models. I took a couple losses early on, but we realized first blood went to me because your Demolisher went out. And I had lost quite a bit, I think, by that time, but not any full squads. So You don't start out with much and you don't end with much. But like we were discussing, this small group right there, a couple thunder hammers and an apothecary, could have potentially ran through the rest of that army.
If the game would have went to turn 7, those 3 units could have swept and probably cleared me completely out.
Yeah, if I could have had a way to deal with that vendetta, knock it out with some bolters, I could have ran through the rest of those guys.
But that shows too the resiliency of guard. I had a terrible first 2 turns, possibly 3 turns.
Yeah, 2.5, 3.
Where I was just nothing happening, but they were able to just stand there, take it, lose a couple things, move around, and ended up holding 2 objectives. So.
Yep, 4-pointer and a 1-pointer, and I actually left those guys alone because it was a 1-point objective, and I said, "I'll give it to you."
That could have been.
And it would have won the game.
Right.
Without the 4, we've still got a count of 3 to 2.
Yep.
So that one objective was still
down
won
to
it.
1 point. So I guess that's it for us. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Signing off.